what's up? It's your girl, Little Mo. Thank you for tuning in to this second season of R&B Divas LA. Because I got this new book out called Tame a Little Mo, I want to give one lucky viewer of The Scorpion Show featuring at One Zen Jones a chance to get a copy of my book for free from me. All you have to do is follow at The Scorpion Show, that's Scorpion with a K, and at One Den Jones. And on there, they'll pick one lucky winner who answers this question. Name the dance that I did all season long on season 2 of R&B Divas LA. You have to name the dance and just type it, hashtag Tame a Lil Mo. The dance Lil Mo did was blah, blah, blah. One lucky winner will have a book signed and shipped to them, courtesy of myself and the Scorpion Show and my baby Den Jones. All right? It's that simple. All right?
Oh, look at us. We both sitting down at the same time. At the same damn time. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Dennis. We are back with the new video. Please make sure y'all start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button. If you're on your phone, click that thumbs up button. On your tablet, click that thumbs up button. If you're sitting at your computer screen, click that like button. Also, make sure y'all leave your comments down below because I want to know what y'all thought of R&B Divas Season 2, Part 2 Reunion, hosted by Wendy Williams. I must say that by the end of this reunion, I was just over Chrisette Michelle. And I'm going to be honest, I don't give a fuck if she don't come back next season. It's just her personality is just, to me, her personality does not fit for a show like this. And she's a very sensitive person, and if she's going to be in a show like this with 5 other women, she's going to have to work on her sensitivity, because for her to think that Claudette was coming at her at that dinner table when she wasn't, and for her to just get all upset all like that, I wasn't here for it. For how the way she kept talking about, oh, I'm not fucking with Shantae, and I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing that, and I'm not going to speak of her. I'm just too good for this. Can you buy the lyricist opus and this and that? Like, ain't nobody got time for that. At least Lil Mo just was like, you know, I'm upset about what she did, but, you know, I'm still praying for her. I'm working with her. I'm pulling for her. You know, I'm not that mad at her where it's just, I'm going to give up a damn check for her. Hell no. But they all were petty. Except for Leela James and Claudette. Everybody on that panel was petty. Petty, 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 petty.
So you're taking back calling Leela James petty because you said
I've never said that.
You said all
in the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I thought I did not. I've been apologized that when we talked to her 2 weeks ago. In the beginning, I was not feeling Leela James, but Leela James didn't do anything that was petty where it came towards her and Shantae. If anything, she just kept saying how she felt, and she did not beat around the bush. She just straight up told her, I'm not feeling you about this, I'm not feeling you about that, and you said this to me off camera, you said that. Yeah, you might got some stuff going on, but I don't worry about you. I don't even care. I let it roll off my back. Everybody else gets all fidgety and eye rolling and tongue snapping and all of that stuff. Like, it was all petty. It was all petty to me. All over how Shantae acts off camera. Everything they talked about is what she did off camera. And that makes this show boring because y'all didn't show anything to see why we're upset with them. So for next season, I'm going to need y'all to keep the cameras on at all times. Even if they think the camera is off, keep the shit on.
But you don't think that that's a little bit of frustrating and annoying for someone to act one way towards you off camera and then act another way to you on camera?
Well, you know what? I would say it on screen, and this is why I'm doing this. Y'all might not have seen it, but I'm acting like
asking you. After a while, that wouldn't burn you the fuck up if before you press the record button, me and you in here, we high-fiving and talking and doing this as soon as the camera fuck you, Kevin. And
let me tell you something. I've been doing this show with Michel'le for 6 years. We have had heated arguments before shows, heated argument after shows. But when that camera comes on, it's only a rare occasion where you can say Michel'le ain't feeling Kevin or Kevin ain't feeling Michel'le. I'm not going to bring that energy on camera where our viewers can pick up on that. But we haven't had an argument in a long time. But there's been times where we have a disagreement.
And it picked up on camera.
Yeah, but not all the time. And one thing is, we don't keep that shit going. With us, he got a strong personality. He's going to say how he feel. I have a strong personality. I'm going to say how I feel. And that's that. Why you get so quiet? Because you know I don't have a problem.
You don't have a problem with what?
With nothing. And if I had a problem with you, I would tell you. Why are you so quiet?
Because you just went off for 30 days and 30 nights.
Yes, because I'm just over it. I'm sick of the shit. I'm sick of it.
I feel like you don't, at least,
I'm
try
not
to see
on
where
nobody.
some of these people
Listen,
go. It's not about being on nobody's team or being on nobody's side, but at least try to
listen, I'm seeing where they're coming from. Again, they're all upset for all the antics that Shantae pulled off camera. So they're all upset. Everybody talked about what Shantae did off camera. When Wendy Williams gave them the opportunity to say everything that happened, nobody said nothing. When Shantae pulled out the elephant and sat it on the ground, and nobody said nothing. Wendy Williams asked each and every one of them, say all your problems with Shantae. Everybody had a different situation. Little Mo beat it around the bush. When she sat here on her show and talked to us, everything she said, she didn't say none of that while that camera was on. And I felt that was the perfect time to get everything out, because this is the finale. This is the reunion. You say all that shit. She didn't talk about how, oh, you called this person gay. She said, oh, she disrespected one of my friends, but you're not saying everything else. Like, talk about how you got that car, that rental car, and she could have rode with y'all, but she decided to go ahead and get another car. Talk about all the stuff that happened off camera. Okay, Chrisette Michelle, you want to be recording people without their goddamn knowledge. Like, that's not cool. That's very sneaky. And if you do that, there's no telling to what else you may do. Like, come on now. Yeah, it was petty.
That recording.
Shantae bringing a bodyguard. Petty. Petty, 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 petty. Come on. Even Wendy Williams was getting upset with Chrisette Michelle. Wendy Williams actually over her. Over her. Just over it.
But for some reason, I was sitting right there like, I can't blame Chrisette.
No, because you know why? Chrisette lives in a world where she thinks everything's in sunshine and fucking rainbows. And anytime the goddamn cloud or the damn thunder comes, oh, I ain't fucking with this. I ain't doing this. Oh, this energy is just nasty. Sometimes you have to walk into that cloudy weather, and sometimes you have to walk in that damn thunderstorm to get to somewhere else. You never know where it will be. Like, you might not like a person because they did this, but what is wrong with being upfront with a person and telling them, you did this to me? But when you're on a show like this, you have to communicate with them. If you're not going to communicate with your castmate, then you need to get off the show. And Chrisette do not have enough pull to kick Shantae Moore off the show, saying, if she don't go, then I'm go, or something like that. She didn't say it, but her attitude is just so nasty. It's like a fakeness. It's a fakeness.
Let me tell
like,
you,
don't. Okay.
You and Shantae. You and Chrisette. Basically, y'all have the same mindset, same attitude, except you are real verbal and outrageous with yours, and she just cool, calm, and collected. Because when you've had enough, and when you're done with somebody, you are done with them.
Yeah, but that don't mean I'm not speaking to them no more.
There's nothing.
Wait, can we?
There's nothing.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and say
there's nothing nobody can say or do to make you change your mind once your mind is made up. Chrisette is a grown-ass woman. Her mind is made up. She don't want to fuck with Shantae no more. She don't want to fuck with Shantae no more. Oh, because she don't want to fuck with Shantae no more. She petty. No, she don't want to fuck with her.
She is petty. What show were we watching? What show were we watching? Because
R&B
she was petty.
Because she don't want to fuck with Shantae no more.
No, it was just pettiness. Just say, turn your phone on. Just say what's on your mind. All that. no, I'm not recording with her.
I wouldn't
I'm not
either.
doing this.
I would
I'm
record
not-
or sit next
I'm
to
not
around with
doing
anybody
this.
that
I'm
I
not
don't
doing
fucking like
that.
and don't like me.
And then you stated how you felt about Claudette. Then when Claudette was speaking, you still tried to over talk her, and that was not cool. So Wendy asked, so what's your problem with Claudette? I don't have any problems with Claudette. Everything is cool, you know, it's all right. No, it was not. And you owed her an apology for even turning up on her like that.
No.
Because she wasn't even finished saying what she was saying. Everybody's saying, well, you're saying, because you know you're Team Mo and Team Claudette, you're saying, okay, oh, Shantae pumped her up. No, why would Shantae pump Claudette up just to say, oh, you were a little distant? I'm going to pump you up to tell her she's distant? No. She said she didn't see everything that was going on. They didn't tell her everything that was going on. But I'm sure she was around enough to know Shantae's bullshit. Maybe she wasn't feeding into it like Leela wasn't feeding into it.
No, the gag is Shantae and fucking Claudette was on the same bullshit. That's for one.
Well, we ain't see that. I'm commenting on what I seen. I'm commenting on what I seen, and I didn't see that.
Okay. Well, and then what Chrisette was talking about, Chrisette whole thing was, and she stated this, like in the beginning, I canceled shows to rock out with you, you know, appearances to come hang out with you, for me to sit right here and for you to say I'm distant. How am I distant when I cancel personal things to hang out with you and to be there and support you with you and your family? From what we saw on TV,
you canceling shows? Wait a minute, you're on a show.
From what we saw on TV, Shantae went to Claudette and told Claudette her side of the story, and from what I gathered from me just watching and see it, you know, it looked like Claudette chose sides, and her whole thing was, it even looked like, even the whole setting, her sitting right next to,
remember, it's reality TV.
Yeah,
it's reality TV.
Even,
so they could cut stuff and make it seem like stuff when it really isn't.
Exactly. Even Claudette sitting beside Shantae at the last scene. And Claudette doing all the speaking for Shantae, and that's what pissed me off. Shantae, Claudette is sitting right here going to bat for you, and you sitting right there not speaking up, not saying nothing.
Can I ask you a question? If I'm team so-and-so, let's say like me and you in cahoots against so-and-so. Now, one time, in the 2 hours that we watched from this week and last week, how many times did you see Claudette stand up for Shantae?
Just the last time.
How many times?
Just the last scene.
I'm talking about once. I'm talking about on a reunion. How many times did Claudette stand up for Shantae and speak up and say anything in a positive way? Versus the many times that Team Little Mo and Team Chrisette was saying a bunch of stuff about Shantae. So if I'm in cahoots with somebody, I'm not going to let you come for them or say anything about them. So no, that's why I don't believe that Shantae got into Claudette's head. The quietest people notice the most things, and she's been quiet. So when she spoke, she knew what the hell she was talking about. She knew what was going around on that whole table. Whether she said anything to the girls or try to break it up or anything, she knew what was going on. So why not listen to her? And then you think, oh, you think I'm sensitive to stuff like that and all of that. Then Little Mo getting up, oh, let me pray, and just because she said you don't know me like that, you don't know me like that. We just met, bitch. We're recording. You don't know everything about somebody in 2 months of recording. No, you do not.
Okay, dude, you got a point right there. You don't know nobody like that. But how the hell are you going to say I don't know you like that when I've been around your parents? I've been around your kids.
This is a show. This is a show. You're my castmate. I'm going to bring the cast to my mother's house so I can fix y'all some Puerto Rican food cooking. Some cooking, bitch. Well, it's a show.
You're right. You're right. It is a show. But back to Chrisette being who she is and how she is and the kind of individual she is. She didn't look at it as it's just a show. She looked at it as, oh, we really building something. We really making.
You can't call somebody your friend when you just met them. Now I can understand, and I understand her disgust for Shantae Moore because she thinking, oh, I met Patti LaBelle, I've met this person, I've met that person, and you hurt me. Your text. You gonna let a text message from a person make you stop from wanting to be on the show? and then you want to be petty about this motherfucking song. Oh, because the energy behind it. You know what? Fuck that. There's plenty of people that work together and don't like each other and still get that money coming the fuck in. And if I wrote a song and everybody likes the song, I'm gonna put the song out. Shit, who knows? Now who knows? Y'all might could have been nominated for a Grammy for that song. You don't know. You never know.
Yeah, they didn't know
you never know.
Atlanta first season.
But because the energy surrounding the project, I don't want to. That's being petty.
She being petty, so she shows. So okay, so Chrisette is being petty, and she's being a bad person. She's being fake because her whole thing is what she's used to. She's not getting, so she don't want to work around this individual.
I just think the energy is nasty and.
She's the type of person that go off vibes and energy.
And I do too. And I tell you, I don't like that person.
Oh,
but I ain't like you neither.
Why? But why is there a but? Why is there a but?
It's a but. But sometimes
you can do that, but Chrisette can't.
No, but sometimes you cannot like a person, and then once you get to know them, you can like them.
Well,
She don't know.
I'm pretty sure she's had enough time doing not filming. To know Shantae. The whole thing is she don't like Shantae.
Well, if she don't like Shantae, she can leave
from the type of character Chrisette is, it probably hurts because she actually went in, with open arms and all love to get kicked like that. And to me, what I get from it, I get from.
Then why not say your? I don't want.
I get from Chrisette Michel'le that Chrisette Michel'le is genuinely
about Shantae.
I get that she's genuinely hurt because she looked at Shantae as a friend, somebody she can look up to. She met Shantae and went to Shantae with open arms, and Shantae didn't give her that, so it probably hurt.
Did any of ladies when Shantae owned her shit towards the end of the episode, she didn't apologize to them and they didn't apologize to her, but everybody knew that she was going through something. Now, if y'all see that she's not being the person that she normally is, why didn't they stage an intervention like they did for Michel'le? If they all knew that she was just being distant, not saying anything, just acting real weird, instead of making all the nasty faces and being mean towards her, why didn't any of them have a heart-to-heart with her? Besides trying to pull her to the side in Puerto Rico and beat around the fucking bush. And that led to them arguing and not fighting, but arguing.
To me, that wasn't beating around the bush. That was straight to the point.
That was beating around the bush.
That was straight to the point. That's why they
are on the ground.
Listen, that's why the conversation came out.
Girl, bye. If I got a problem, I'm going to talk to you. You got to say what's on your mind. And Little Mo she got the same on her mind too. Because she was beating around a bush too. They both insulted each other with the Christian comments.
Chrisette just took a different tactic on how you would take it or how I would take it. But my whole thing is that was no beating around the bush. She wanted to put it all out there, and shit, you kept cutting me off. I forgot what I wanted to say.
That's beating around the bush. You trying to think of more excuses?
I ain't trying to think of no excuses. I'm just looking at it from I'm just trying.
Listen, I'm not even mad at Lil Mo. I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at none of them. So what I'm saying is, look, Chrisette is petty.
I feel like if she was,
I'm not speaking.
I feel like being petty and fake would be Chrisette knowing in her head and in her heart that she don't want to fuck with Shantae no more and not saying it. But her whole thing is, she's saying it, so now she's fake and she's petty. Like, I respect her for keeping it real and saying it to Shantae's face. I'm not messing with her no more. I can't deal with it.
This is a reunion where you put everything out.
But you just said they didn't put everything out on the table.
Especially with Claudette. I mean, with all the fucking C's. Y'all know I get these names fucked up. With Chrisette, Wendy Williams gave her all the opportunities to. She didn't. But I'm so hurt by you. I'm so hurt, and I looked up to you. I'm so hurt, but I don't want to speak about.
You know what makes me gag?
I don't want to speak about Shantae.
You know what makes me gag is that you feel like Chrisette is fake, but at the end of the day, you're the exact same way when you don't fuck with nobody no more.
Tell me all the people that you know since you've known me.
You are the exact same way.
Out the 3 years that you know me. Is it 3 or 4? Out of 3 or 4, tell me how many people I've cut off since you know me.
Oh, I'm not going to say it.
Only Tamar. That's it. Because I don't cut people off. I might have a disagreement
She was the
with
furthest
you.
from my whole thing. She was the furthest things from my mouth.
Okay, so I wanted you to say who else. Because I don't cut people off. If I have an issue, we might go through our we're not speaking phase, but there's never where it's that deep to where
but okay,
I can't speak to
okay.
you.
So honestly, I can't say who he's cut off, but there's been situations where Kevin said what he said, and he felt how he felt,
I end the conversation.
and he
I have done
he
that.
never bowed down, and he never thought that he was wrong. And
I said I'm a Scorpio. I never bow down. But go ahead.
you never apologized, and there's been plenty of situations where you was wrong.
Yeah, and I would.
And guess what? You never said, you know what? I apologize, my bad, I was wrong. You never.
Okay.
Never. You've
Okay.
done shit to me, and bitch, I'm driving around with a dent in my car from you today that you put in my car and you never apologized for.
I've been apologizing.
You did not
but
apologize to it.
But I did say what I said about your car. But then when you kept bringing it up, I did apologize.
You never apologized for it, Kevin.
I never apologized.
I swear to God, my grandmother grave, you never apologized for it.
Oh, well, you know what? Since you want to apologize like that on the show, I'm going to do it right now. I'm sorry for putting a dent in your car. But I still meant what I said about
my car being a piece of shit.
But I was drunk when I said it. I was drunk.
The shit that we go through when he's drunk, but he want to sit right here on this fucking camera and look down at me because I want to be in the movies and texting on my phone. And
that is real. That's real. You can't make an excuse for that.
That's not no excuse.
Wrong.
But my whole thing
it's
is
wrong because first of all you in the dark.
My whole thing is your shit don't stick either.
No, I never said it did.
But you want to sit right here and say, "Oh, I don't sit next to Dennis because Dennis be at the movies about to fight and shit like that."
No, every time Dennis either about I didn't know about the fight until Dickie said that.
What fight?
That somebody had an attitude.
Ain't nobody had no attitude.
But the last two times we went to the movies before this one, you got into it with somebody. You got into it when we went to see Belle, and we got into it when we went to go see American Hustle.
And I was speaking up for you.
But you didn't have to speak up for me.
Actually, the man was together.
Actually, no. The lady was upset with you, and you said you didn't give a fuck that you were on your phone, and then that white man got upset with you because he claimed you were being loud. So I got him. We all got him together. But I didn't want you to keep saying anything to him because you don't know what's going to happen in this movie because you don't know who carrying what. Okay. So I'm saying don't even argue, but I'm like, you know what? To resolve this, I'm not sitting next to him because he's on that phone, and it irritates me when I'm in a movie and the light comes on from somebody else, or they text it, and then some people they phone ring and they ignorant as fuck and answer it, and you're one of those people.
No, I did not answer my phone.
Yes, you did. That's why we got into the argument with the lady at American Hustle because you were talking on your phone, and you said, "This is my motherfucking phone. I pay this bill."
Lies you fucking tell.
Now I'm telling lies.
But
now I'm telling lies. Now, I'm not gonna swear in my nephew's grave, but I know what happened.
Well, if you know what happened, swear in your nephew's grave.
Nope. I'm not doing that because I'm I don't swear on none of that.
But you got the nerve.
Was I telling the truth? Was I telling the truth?
No, when we went to go see Belle, what happened was you and Brandon was already there.
Yeah, and you came in being loud.
During the previews, we were talking. All of us were talking collectively, and the guy turned around and said something smart.
But like I said, it's ride or die. You stand up and act like you're going to do something, we're going to jump you. Like, come on.
So I'm at the movies and I'm texting on my phone. There's light on my phone. But bitch, every time we go out to the club, bitch, you got a little liquor and you want to hit people.
Oh yeah, I will hit you. I will.
They look at you wrong.
I didn't say I was wrong. I will.
No, I said if they look at you wrong, you want to hit them.
No,
bitch. The first time me and you met, we walked around in the club like this, looking at each other.
No, I just thought you had a nice little gap, but you wasn't the person that I normally get into it with.
Yeah, see?
But it's not in the bad way.
Bystander.
Listen.
I go to the movies and text on my phone. He go out to the club, gets drunk, and want to hit people.
No, if you come at me wrong, like at the club is not the place to come tell me your thoughts about what I said in the video because I am drunk. So if you come at me wrong, it's going to be an argument. But the last time I got into it at the club, I wasn't even in the club for 5 minutes. I go in the club, somebody said something to me and threw that drink on me. Got a scar in my arm.
Kevin, they threw the drink on you after you pushed them. No, this is what happened.
You
this
wasn't
is what
even
happened.
there.
Y'all bumped each other, and neither one of y'all was paying attention. It's a crowded club. Both of y'all bumped each other. It was a hard bump. So it was one of them bumps where you have to do a double take like one of those. So he's looking at you, y'all both looking at each other. You being drunk and inebriated, you pushed him, and he threw the drink in your face.
That's a goddamn lie. He threw the drink in my face like what? And he threw the drink on me, and we got into it. Point blank.
That was the same night. Little Mo was at
The same night.
Next
But I
time to
still
be a
got
year.
that other little cut.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
but other than that, like I will get into a nice debate if I like your conversation. But don't come at me wrong, telling me I was wrong for what I said on the video.
automatic turned up.
Bam.
Just turn.
Don't do it.
People
Just
calling
let
me. Come get up, come get.
I sure did, and got in the cab and went the fuck home. Don't fuck with me. Like I like to go out and.
So it seems like everybody. It seems like Kevin the only person that can turn up, and everybody else can't turn up.
I ain't say nobody can't turn up.
But as soon as they do, this, that, third, and the fourth, and the fifth, can't nobody even have a conversation with you without you being loud.
Oh, and you won't.
Exactly.
I'm a passionate person. I'm a passionate person, so I'm going to
But Chrisette is cool, calm, and collective, and now she's fake.
That's
She's only
fake.
fake to you because she's not turning up and she's not loud
She had to
and she's
turn
not
up.
all rowdy.
No, if
but
anything,
that's all right, Chrisette Michelle.
if
Stay
anything,
who you are.
if,
Be true to you.
if anything, the only person that's not turning up is it's Chrisette. I mean, not Chrisette. It's Shantae, because I'm loving it. They call her out on all of that stuff, and she's just sitting there unfucking bothered.
Actually,
she's unbothered. Tell me she's bothered.
Listen, actually she is bothered because she said on part 2 of the reunion, oh, I would love to go out and have fun.
Everybody's saying this and everybody's saying that.
I would love to have fun.
But
I would like
she's
to be the good person. That means she's bothered.
She's unbothered.
She's bothered, but guess what? She's doing a damn good job by not showing it. I give Shantae that. She's doing a damn good job by not showing it. But guess what?
But you know
she's
what?
Bothered.
If I was that damn crazy, and I just wasn't saying anything to y'all, I would love for y'all to call me out on it and have your motherfucking receipts. Don't talk about, oh, Kevin did that off camera, so that's, no. When Kevin said this while we were off camera, that's why I acted like that. When Chrisette, when Shantae said this while we were on our way to Claudette's mother's house in Puerto Rico, that's why we acted like that. Everybody kept saying, oh, she did this off camera and she wasn't the same person. But I wanted receipts on what it was. And then nobody gave no damn receipts. But, again, they're not that mad. They're not. Chrisette is the only one that's talking about all this energy and vibe and stuff. You know what? If I wasn't feeling a person like that and I wasn't feeling the energy, I wouldn't have showed up to the reunion. And you know,
she's contracted.
You know, she don't have to.
She don't have to, but you're contracted to.
Normally, if you come to the reunion, it's an extra check to come talk about the show. That's what I know about from the other shows. I don't know what TV One has in their contract. If the energy was that bad, I would not be in the same room. I wouldn't go to the reunion. And I've met people where I felt that their vibe wasn't right sometimes. Some people I just never spoke to again, and some people I've got to know. But you know, somebody I've known for over almost 14 years. We did not like each other at all. At all. But 14 years later, we are still fucking friends. And I like to keep all of my friends. I'm not one of those persons that say, oh, I'm done with you. Oh, I will never. No, I don't do that to my friends. We'll have a disagreement. If we don't agree, we might go a couple weeks or maybe a couple months without speaking, and then we are right back like nothing never happened.
That's just. Yes, that is true, and I love my friends with that. But at the end of the day, I can honestly sit right here and I can say, a lot of things that you said, I understood and I got it. Now, do I agree with it?
No.
No, but because I look at it differently. That's
and
all
I
I'm
look
saying.
At it different.
And we just got to respect that. I just look at it, I feel like if you don't like somebody and they don't like you and they texting you, cuss coming at you, you got every right to not to want to deal with them no more. That doesn't make you a bad person. There are some people you dealt with and some people you do not deal with.
listen, this is my thing. Cause this is
no, right now I'm not even
where,
talking about Chris. I'm just speaking in general. Overall, we are all entitled to have in our space and be in people's space.
But you know what?
And not be in people's space if we don't like them.
There is not one time anybody can say they had a conversation with me if we were in a disagreement. I didn't turn up. Now I want somebody to say Kevin was just quiet. Hell no. When I'm passionate about something, I have to get my point across, even if it's wrong. And nobody agrees. If I feel some kind of way about it, that's my passion gonna come out. And I might go up 10 notches. But that's me. And I want you to respect me for me. If you can't deal with a person like that, respectfully walk away.
But I feel is walking away.
Respectfully walk away. But don't use the energy card and then show up to the reunion.
And my whole thing is,
don't use that. Don't do that. Because if it's about energy, it's about the whole vibe in the room. And when you talk about energy and vibes, that's why you don't let a lot of people in your house. Because you don't know what negative vibes that they're bringing into your home. So why, if you're not feeling her vibe and feeling her energy, would you go to a place where you know she's going to be, where you know she's going to bring your energy down?
Because guess what? She's a grown woman, and she's a mature grown woman, and she don't got to be tripping off that. At the end of the day, they're at the reunion to talk about the season. And her whole thing is she's talking about the season, and she's saying that I'm not dealing with Shantae.
But you're going to speak about that person, because you're coming here to talk about the reunion. So if I'm the host and I'm asking you to tell me what happened with you and that person, and you say, I don't want to speak about Shantae, who looks petty?
Of course she's gonna look petty. But guess what? She's gonna look petty because the people watching don't understand it, and that's completely fine and completely understandable.
I don't understand it.
Clearly you don't.
All right.
But that's all right. It's not for you to understand.
We will leave it at that. I just spoke about the whole energy and vibes and the stuff, and I still don't get it. But that's all right.
Shit, when you met me, you didn't fucking.
No, but I got to know you, and I didn't say it was no vibe thing. I just didn't like you.
My whole thing.
And I said, Brenda, why would you hang out with a person like that? But then when I got to know your story, I said, oh, he's not as bad as I thought.
Not as bad, bitch. I ain't bad at all. There's not a mean bone in my body.
Well, you can't get upset for how I felt about my.
And guess what? I didn't get upset because guess what? You changed your mind. I showed you better than I could tell you. Right. And you can sit right here. You can honestly say you can't say nothing.
I ain't changed my mind.
My whole thing is you deal with people accordingly. My whole thing is if they want to be in your space and in your circle, you accept them for who they are and you deal with them accordingly. Like Kevin. Kevin is my friend. Right. I accept Kevin for who he is and I deal with him accordingly.
That's right. And if you ever get to that place where you can't, then you gotta cut that person off.
Right.
But thank God it's only been one time in my life.
But I know Kevin, and guess what? In my Leela James voice, I don't be tripping off Kevin. Kevin done cussed me out in my own car so fucking bad. Like, and guess what? I wasn't tripping off Kevin. And he was mad because I was laughing at his ass, but I wasn't tripping off him. Because I know how he is. Now, I'm not saying just because you know how a person is, you have to accept. You don't have to accept it, but at the end of the day, I ain't tripping off Kevin.
That's right.
And that's
everybody knows. Well, my friends know how I get. And I know how each and every one of my friends get. If I go out with one person that I know is going to get real fucked up and drunk, I got to look out for that person. Then when they sober, I talk to them and say, I didn't like this and I didn't like that. And, you know, their excuse might be, I'm grown, but I'm telling you, I'm your friend and I don't like it.
But can't nobody do that to him. See, last week he brought up that letter I wrote. That letter, listen, I dug from here from that letter. And I came from here from that letter.
And I cursed his ass
out. He did cuss my ass, and guess what? that letter, but let me tell you something.
Some of y'all might be thinking, I'm a bad friend. But no, y'all don't know.
But from watching this show, y'all can clearly see, majority of the times you can't talk to Kevin without him cutting you off and you getting a word about him turning up. And I know Kevin, so I said, you know what, I'm going to try this tactic. I wrote Kevin a nice little letter. And let me tell you something, I didn't call him no names, I didn't cuss him out, no anything. And guess what? He made me feel like shit because I wrote him that letter.
And let me tell y'all, don't write me no letter telling me about myself if you know me. You have to tell me. No matter how I might react, and I'm not going to turn up, I might disagree with how you feel about things. But I respect you more when you say it to my face. Don't text me. Don't talk to me via the telephone. You have to talk to me in person. We are friends. That's why we sit down and talk about these things. The person that I said I cut off, I said, I would love to meet up with you. I'm talking about Tamar. I never talked about this. I said, I would love to meet up with you. Ooh, I'm getting sad talking about it. So, don't do that. I would love to meet in person and talk with you, and let's talk about these issues that we are having right now. And we never had that conversation. I don't even think I told you about it, but I got the receipts in my phone. Cause I'm not one of those persons that like to do all of that back and forth on the phone, back and forth through text. I want to see you in person so we can talk about it.
But you know what? I feel like by the time you sent that text message, what was said, and what was done was done.
Oh, this was way before we even got to that point, though. This is before.
Well, my whole thing is, fuck her at the end of the day. No, really, because if she didn't send that same fucking text message to Mary J. Blige that she sent to you, the bitch ain't real. That's just how I feel, point blank in the period. But we ain't even taking it there, because my whole, if you a real bitch, the same text you got, Mary J. Blige would have fucking got for talking to K. Michelle at the Breakfast Club in fucking New York. But we ain't going there, because then I'm going to get my feelings, because that's my motherfucking friend. If you want to be that way to everybody. Don't be that way to one person, and then this person do the same thing this person did, and they don't. No, That's why I say Tamar is all right, but the bitch is not real. Point blank in the period. What goes up must come down. But
had a long. See, we done turned this from R&B Divas talking about friendship.
But because at the end of the day, but it's funny because at the end of the day, whether how you feel about Chrisette or not, okay, you think she's fake. She went into this with an open heart, thinking that all of them were friendships, thinking that they was going to build friendship and become friends, especially by her going to Claudette's mother house and her counseling gigs and appearance to be with Claudette. Oh, now I'm being distant. How am I distant when, we talked on the phone, when I'm telling you I could bring producers in, like, this is, shit like, you good, Kevin, what you need for the cooker? You need, like, now I'm distant. Now, Claudette cleared it up and said, you didn't let me finish talking. You were distant.
But didn't I say that weeks ago?
But guess what? At the end of the day, Chrisette and Claudette, they are good. Because what they have.
No, they're not. They're not good.
Both of them said it.
Claudette was never really finished saying what she had to say. Because Chrisette kept jumping in to speak on it. Like, you're not letting her finish. But she said, I don't have no problem with her. I'm just saying, it wasn't no instigate like you don't know me like that. When she said you don't know me like that, she wasn't saying it like she trying to fight her. But you don't know me like that, bitch. We just met.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, this was a good season of R&B Divas. It dragged a lot, but at the end of the day,
it was an okay season.
To me, it was a good season, and clearly we getting a third season. And if all the ladies come back, I just hope this time. This come around, even if they do film it, they don't cut it out, we get a lot of the personal lives.
Let me tell you something, we need more personal.
We need more personal lives.
Chrisette, I could do without. Claudette, I love her and everything, but I could do without her. If she's not going to be a pivotal role for next season, she's got to go.
So you know what?
Because it's okay. Let me finish. It's okay. It's okay with being a good girl, but we need to see your struggle. If we don't see your struggle, we don't care. And you sat at that reunion and you were invisible. The only time you were not invisible, it was when your name came up. And that's not a good thing.
And that only happened 2 times. But at the end of the day, Chrisette makes for good TV, even if you don't like her or not. She makes for good TV because guess what? The review that we're doing, a good 80% of it was about Chrisette.
Because I said she's fake and she's
got us watching it. She got people watching it, No. Whatever,
but yeah, Lil Mo could come back. What's her name? Michel'le. I want her to come back. Shantae and Leela. But see, I'm gonna need Leela to give Shantae a good old-fashioned read the next time she tries it, and that camera needs to be on. That's all I have to say. This was an okay season for R&B Divas LA. But pick up the drama, because we need the drama. Not fist fighting drama, but we do need the drama, because we need to be latched on for the next week to find out what the drama was, because it was good drama in the beginning with Little Mo and Shantae. Then the next couple of weeks, it wasn't there. Then you want to wait till like the 6th or 7th episode to get back into it, and it's like, oh, y'all done lost viewers because they tune in to see the drama and it's not there. So y'all got to do something. Y'all need to pick out y'all angles right now. Who gonna be this way? Who gonna be that way? Let's go. Let's make a good show for next season. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see y'all soon. Peace.
I want